The shir is dedicated L'zecha Nishmas Rachaleya Bas Rab Chaim Tzvi. We have been studying Perakim Ayin and Ayin Aleph in Sefer Tehillim. We have already read the two Perakim, and perhaps we'll once again revisit these two Perakim. First, we will review that which we have done till now. We have divided both of these Perakim into either two segments. If one looks again at Perakim Ayin, one sees also a division of two segments. You'll notice it on the sheets in front of you. Let's just read it for a few moments. Lamatzeach leDavid hahaskir, Elokim lahatzileni, Hashem liazvasi chusha. Once again, a plea. David HaMelech is importuning the Ribbonu Shalom to save him, to come to his assistance, and do so chusha, speedily. Yevoshu v'yachpru mevakshi nafshi. Those that seek out David HaMelech should be embarrassed. Yisogu achor v'yikolmu. The two different languages used here for embarrassment. One is busha, one is klima. They should in effect be compelled to jump back, as it were. Chafetzei rasi. They are described here in different ways. Either mevakshi nafshi, chafetzei rasi, yashuvu aleiket bashtam. Once again, they should be compelled to turn back. Ha'omrim he'ach he'ach. So this is the first segment. You'll notice that Psukim Aleph, Beis, Gimel, Dalet essentially, and segment number one. A segment that is a plea for Hatzalah, for Yeshua, that describes the malefactors, those that are evildoers, those that are pursuing him tenaciously, doggedly, relentlessly. And then Psukim Hey and Vav, in Ayin, more or less, represent the second segment, which is a segment of Hodaya v'Hatzalah. Yasisu v'yismechu b'chol kol mvakshecha. Those who are the mvakshei Hashem should be b'simcha, should be with joy. V'yomru samig digdal Elokim ohavei Yeshua secha. Obviously, they're magnifying the Shem Hashem, those who are lovers of His Yeshua. V'ani oni ve'evyon Elokim chushali. Hashem, please, speedily, come to my rescue. Ezri mefalti ata. You are my salvation. You are my refuge. Hashem al te'achar. Don't delay. So it's clear that we have here two segments. One segment focusing on a bakasha for Yeshua v'Hatzalah. The other segment clearly the sense of simcha, the sense of Hashem being an ezer, Hashem coming to my assistance. And one can even detect from the tone of both segments, the tone is markedly different. In segment number one, the tone is of an individual who is surrounded, somehow enemies encompass him, mevakshi nafshi, chafetzei ra'asi, and David HaMelech is issuing a tefillah. That's the language of lamatzeach leDavid lahaskir. Lashon lahaskir is a lashon of tefillah. And here we have the verbal forms that are used are forms of hatzalah, forms of ezer, wishing on his enemies that they turn back, and the language is one of dirge lamentation. He'och, he'och. While Hey and Vav already have a different tone, a tone of sasan, a tone of simcha, a tone of those who are mevakshei Hashem, Ohavei Yeshua secha, clearly very much in stark contrast to the mevakshei nafshi, the chafetzei rasi. We have a very clear, a stark contrast between the two segments of this mizmor, a clear dialectic. The first segment and the second segment referring to the sense of hodaya and the sense of hallel that one says to the Ribbonu Shalom. In a similar vein, we noted that Perakim Ayin Aleph is also divided as well into two segments, and here actually we have a number of different divisions that we suggested for Perakim Ayin Aleph. The first is a simple, again, twofold division. When one examines it, Ayin Aleph, we have the twofold division, we said, either goes from Psukim Aleph to Gimel, that's the first segment, and from Yudalid all the way to the end, to Pasuk Chavdalid, or we suggested a second division, which is a threefold division, that once again we'll discuss in a few moments. But the first division, which is again a dialectic, dividing the Mizmor into two, the first segment focusing on a Bakasha for Hatzalah, for Yeshua, and the second segment relating to Hodaya Vatzalas. And there we see clearly David HaMelech begins B'cha Hashem Chasisi Alei V'Yishali Eilam, the sense of bitachon. Hashem's Sidkoscha has saved me. Taltzileinu Tfalteni. Here again, language which is very reminiscent of Perakim. And it's clear these two are connected. We pointed out that Ayin Aleph has no Hakdama, no introduction, and clearly it's very much tied together with the previous Mizmar. Again, Hatei Alai Azdecha Bosheni, we're asking for Yeshua. Again, in Pasuk Gimel, we're asking for Yeshua. You are my rock. You are my bedrock, my fortress. Pasuk Daled Lokai Paltini Miyad Rasha Mikaf Ma'ava V'Chometz. Just as we spoke in Perakim in the first segment about Mevakshe, Nafshi, Chafetzi Rasi, here we speak about Rishoyim surrounding him, Me'avel.